Hi Gemini, thank you for joining me for your mid-month read. This is for how do they feel about you. This is aimed for love romantic connections, but it can easily resonate for any connection where love is the topic. As always, this is a general read and it's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody. If you're cross-watching, please do not take anything that comes out of this read personally, okay? It might not even be your story at all. Please also stick around for a special message at the end of this video. Okay, so Gemini, we've got your energy towards the individual that you're dealing with here. In this deck is their energies towards you, and the central deck is the mutual energies and the potential outcome between you both. If you feel that you're resonating more with this deck, then it's absolutely fine for you to take it, as long as you don't try and force anything to fit, okay? So if it doesn't fall into place nicely with your story, then it's not your story. Right, I'll speed up this part of the video as well, so that you're not sitting watching me shuffle through 3 card decks. Okay, so Gemini Collective, please. Gemini Collective in love. Okay, Gemini, so the zodiacs that I mentioned, please always take the zodiacs with a pinch of salt, okay? The information might be useful for some viewers and for others not so much, okay? So we've got Sagittarius energies, you've got Gemini energy, there's Pisces, there's also Taurus, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. There's Cancerian, Libra, Capricorn, heavy Capricorn. There's heavy Libra as well, and Aquarius, Pisces. The Ten of Wands has been coming out quite a lot, right? And this is literally, currently, everybody collectively is really feeling everything getting on top of them, all right? Things are dragging on, nobody's sure about what direction they're going in, everything's up in the air. There's a lot of uncertainty at the moment, and everybody feels that they have to carry on as best they currently can, right? So it's like you're my third read of the day, and the cards have been cleansed, saged and blessed and pre-shuffled in between every single read, and the Ten of Wands still keeps coming out. All right, so the Ten of Wands is basically a collective energies, right? More specifically for you, with this particular connection, it's the energy is even more heavy, basically. It's like you're trying to push through when it pertains to this particular connection. But again, there's so much uncertainty. There really, really is. It's not gone unnoticed as well that we've got the World here twice. We've got the Devil card out twice. We've got the Three of Swords and the Three of Cups with the Moon. And they're all in quite close proximity to each other as well. So currently, Gemini, this heavy load is even more so heavy for you currently. Six of Cups under there, reconciliation. Okay, reconciliation with a soulmate, someone from your past or a past life, nostalgia, childhood and happy memories. Right, so your current energies, there is nostalgia here in your energies, Gemini. You're thinking back currently on your childhood and how simpler things, for some of you, not all of you, because not everybody had a simple childhood, right? I am under no illusions with that, trust me, okay? But for some of you, you're thinking back on your younger years and how simpler things used to be. And there's a vibe here in your energies that how can you recreate that youthful zest for life that you once had, right? You're currently stuck in your head with the Eight of Swords, and this is kind of going around and round in circles in your mind but not actually getting anywhere. So it's like you want to go back to something from your younger years, right? But the responsibilities of your current life are stopping you from doing something that you would like to return to. Right? So it's going to be different things for all of you. For some of you, it's going to pertain to a hobby that you used to have. For others of you, it's about reconnecting the old family connections that have been lost over the years. All right. So again, it's going to be different for a lot of you. But where this particular connection is concerned, you're not going to fall into the trap of nostalgia, right? There is something about this particular connection that for you, Gemini, it just doesn't hit the nail. There's something missing. It's like every time you offer to do something nice for this individual, they don't accept. It's like it's a really similar energies to the one that I've just had for Aries. Really similar, where it's like everything you do, it's not quite enough for this individual. It's very, very toxic. It really is. You would like to see an end to that energies. You would like to say, okay, this connection, this is a wrap. I'm done here. I can't invest any more than I've already tried to invest. You're not accepting anything that I have to offer. Every time I approach you, you knock me back again. It's like you let me come so close, and then right at the last minute, you knock me back again. And I can't take that energies anymore. So for me, it's thanks, but no thanks. There is an acknowledgement here in your energies that something has to change, right? You cannot keep putting yourself through this particular cycle with this individual over and over and over. Something has to give. In their energies, this is where it gets really, really interesting, Gemini. Because in their energies, they've got the Three of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Devil, the Knight of Swords and the Moon. Now, in this particular combination, that's not a great combination. I mean, let's be honest. You don't have to read tarot for 20, 30 year plus to know that that is a good combination, okay? I couldn't sugarcoat that, even if I wanted. All right. Three of Swords, Three of Cups, the Devil. Knight of Swords, the Moon. Heartbreak, grief, disappointment. A reunion that has now changed its meaning because it's right next to the Devil, which is a toxic manipulation energies, which has also changed its meaning to that because of the cards that it's around. 3 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Knight of Swords, something that takes your feet out from underneath you. Fear, secrecy, illusions with the moon. That's in their energies. So, Gemini, this is very, very 50-50 about which way the coin falls on this particular read, okay? For some of you, this is the individual that you were dealing with in a romantic connection was caught cheating, basically, with that combination. And it's taken the rug out from underneath you, right? There were lies, secrets, a lot of underhand energies going on. You tried to fix the situation, and yet they were still unaccepting. So now you have to end this connection. Or for the other half of you, this is you were involved in this third-party cheating situation and the toxic behaviours. You were the one that took the rug out from underneath your person's feet and were responsible for the lies and the deceit and betrayal. And then you spent some time trying to make it up to this individual, and they were unaccepting. So now the cycle has to end. Again, I have to emphasize that it's very, very 50-50 about what side of the coin that Gemini is on for this, right? Because I am feeling really, really distinctly that there are 2 groups of Gemini here in this read, right? In the mutual energies, the potential outcome, the Page of Fire, that's the Page of Wands, the 4 of Air, so 4 of Swords, the World, the Devil, and the 9 of Air, that's the 9 of Swords. So we're looking here, it's a really complicated read, because somebody is going to message, somebody is going to send a message here that is very cheeky and flirtatious, right? And the other individual is not going to react. In this particular deck, the 4 of Swords is an empty bed and the World. So I'm feeling here really, really strongly, Gemini, that whoever the toxic individual is in this particular connection, that there's just not going to be any reciprocation to the communication that is incoming. So again, you're going to have to fit it as it resonates, okay? We've got an individual here who is constantly stressed and worried about the outcome of this connection, right? 9 of Swords, that's the Nightmare card. That's disturbed sleep also. And it's right next to the Devil. There is somebody in this connection that is literally having nightmares because of this third-party situation. I am seeing that somebody, and I'm feeling, Gemini, that it's quite possibly you, because you've got the World card in your energies as well. So it's looking really, really strongly that Gemini is going to close the cycle on this particular connection. There is definitely lessons learnt here in your energies, Gemini. As a side note, for some Gemini here, you're the ones that have been left holding the baby, as it were, because of this individual getting involved in a third-party cheating situation. There's definitely a Gemini here who is picking up the pieces basically and trying to make best of a really, really difficult situation without getting romantically involved with this particular individual again. Even though the temptation is there, it is. We've got the devil here twice. The page of fire, that's the page of wands, cheeky, flirtatious message. Some Gemini, you're going to be hearing from this individual that had you in that third party situation, right? And there is going to be a brief flicker of a temptation to go back to that situation. But then it's like reality kicks back in and you remember all of the nightmares and the difficult situation that you were put in, the ungrateful attitude, the lessons basically that came with this particular connection. And I'm not seeing that you're going to entertain that particular cycle with this particular individual again, even though the temptation's there. Some of you are feeling really lonely and left out as well. Somebody here is feeling that this connection is the best that they're going to get. So there's a need to work on your low self-confidence and your self-doubt. There's a need to get to the root cause as to why you feel that that you might have deserved that kind of treatment, or that that's the best that you're going to get out of a relationship. That there's definitely a root cause, and somebody, I hate to sound like such a cliche, but somebody does actually need to go back into their childhood to pinpoint the root cause of that. There's something very tempting and addictive about this individual as well. Or again, you can easily flip it. If it resonates for you reversed, then that's absolutely fine. Further clarity, please, for Gemini. The reason that it's coming out in your read, Gemini, is because this individual, they're going to be reaching out to you. That's why it's showing up in your read. Oh, I'm dropping cards on the floor. Right, the Graduate. New life phase or stage in relationship. Someone has grown, healed or evolved. Yeah, Gemini, you have outgrown this particular connection. And individuals that constantly put you in these situations. Again, it's a repeating message from your double world card. You've already learnt these lessons here. There's no need for you to go back to the school of whatever bullshit school that was. Is there anything else for Gemini, please? Okay. Right, coffee cup. Meeting and conversing, savouring the moment, feeling uplifted in friendship. Cupid's arrow, have faith, love is coming, surprise invitation or meeting, and a feeling of hesitation. Yeah, there's a couple of things here, Gemini. This individual is definitely going to be reaching out to you again. They might still have an ability to pull on your heartstrings, especially if you've had a child with this individual, right? They're going to ask, to have a meet-up, a conversation, this, that and the next. And they're going to use that opportunity then to try and pull on your heartstrings. For others of you, there's a brand new love in your energies, a brand new connection. And it's like... You're really concerned about the new connection going down the same path as the one that you've just come out of. It's for Yeah, healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Yeah, it's more repeating messages here in this read, Gemini. There's a need to go back to the root cause as to why you feel that you somehow deserve that kind of treatment in romantic connections. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life and chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. Again, it's that temptation. There is that temptation to go back to that individual when they reach out. You're going to have to remain strong here, Gemini, and as impartial as you possibly can be. So it's like I'm seeing that if a discussion is needed, say for example those of you where there are children involved somewhere, the topic of conversation is going to be strictly about that. And at any point in time you feel that the conversation, that this individual is trying to steer the conversation off course, you are going to redirect them. In the past, you would have done anything for this individual to make them happy. This individual seems to think that you still would. It's for Gemini, love, please. Gemini. Okay. So we've got twin flames, your passion ignites, and transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. For some of you here, Gemini, this particular relationship or this connection here, it had to come to an end in order for you to come into union with a twin flame connection. For others of you, this is about your twin flame who has done this to you. Now, of course, bearing in mind, you don't have to be in union with a twin flame. Not if you don't want to. I don't know how much footage I just lost there because my phone just stopped recording. But yeah, for the most part, this particular connection here, it had to end because this was a catalyst for you coming face to face with a twin flame connection. And I think I've already said that some of you have already met somebody new and you're worried that the new connection could go down the same path as the old. You're worried about that because your twin, whatever this new connection is triggering old memories of what this individual down here put you through in the past. Further information, please, for Gemini. Gemini, thank you. Past programming. Choose your beliefs, recognise the false stories, external conditioning, making decisions that support your goal. Yeah, Gemini, I'm looking here at, it's highly likely, going by these energies for you, Gemini, this connection here that had you in a third party, or that for a very small handful of you, you were the cause of the third party. Take it as it resonates. But for those who had to go through this traumatic relationship, it's triggered a dark night of the soul, right? This, believe it or not, is actually, it was a turning point for your life. It's triggered everything right through from all of your other past relationships right through to your childhood, and you've been thrown in the deep end here of a dark night of the soul. And this is all happening. I mean, let's be honest here, it's a very painful transformation, right? It's taking you back down to the bare bones so that you can get to the root cause as to why you feel the way that you do about yourself, right? To get to the root cause of that and to change your past programming, basically. Some of you, this has been triggered by a twin flame connection, and for others of you, this has been triggered so that you can come into union with a twin flame that you are yet to meet. Okay, again, it's going to be different for all of you, but either way, this connection down here has served as a catalyst to the rest of your life. For Gemini, please. Thank you. Right, so we've got eclipse in Aquarius. Your deeper resolve rises, awakening. Yeah, you're having a spiritual awakening, Gemini. That's why you're feeling everything on such a deep and intense level. Try not to push yourself so hard over the next couple of months, okay? And Moon in Capricorn, scale mountains to gain a sense of achievement, accomplishment. A very long and difficult mountain here for you to try and navigate. But the cards are indicating that you are going to be very, very successful with this. It's for Gemini, please. Okay, so you've got indifference. Some things are worth worrying over, but this isn't one of them. Let go of this situation and reclaim the happiness that has been stolen from you via these past events. I mean, how on earth am I going to elaborate further on that particular card, Gemini? It's literally speaking for itself. Let go of this situation. It's not worth you losing any more sleep over. You are heading towards the start of the rest of your life, literally. Success. You are worthy of this success. Allow these feelings of accomplishment to fill you with contentment and self-satisfaction in your achievement. Yeah, you're moving on to bigger and better things here, Gemini. I'm not seeing that you're going to allow this energies to steal away any more of your life. Gemini. Okay, right, so we've got chakra balance cycles. You're currently observing life cycles, and there's no way in hell that you're going to revisit the past. Not in that kind of physical way. You're going to revisit the past mentally so that you can get to the root cause, but you're not going to revisit the past as in love romantically. Out of chaos comes creation, and it's suggesting Amazonite, carnelian, peach moonstone or red jasper. Out of the chaos comes creation. Currently, you're riding the wave of chaos at the moment, and it's like you're in the middle of it right now, and it's quite difficult for you to see how things are going to change and get any better for you. Your cards are saying here, look, keep going. You're going through a very deep spiritual awakening that for some was triggered by this connection down here. You're heading on for bigger and better things. after this wave that you're currently in has calmed down again. So it's definitely the promise of better and smoother times ahead here. Definitely. For some, not all, this particular individual down here is addicted to either alcohol or drugs as well. That's for some, not all. Right, so that was a bit of a dark read for you, Gemini, but that is what I have for you. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, then that information can be found in my descriptions box below. Please do take care for now, and we shall speak again soon. Bye. If you enjoyed watching my video, please consider giving me a thumbs up, a share or a subscribe to my channel. If you hit the notifications bell, then you'll be alerted every time I upload a brand new video. And thank you so much to all of those who've already supported my channel. I appreciate every single one of you. If you found that I didn't resonate with you this time, then it's absolutely okay. I won't be able to reach everybody all of the time, so please check back next time I upload. There are so many talented readers out there that might be able to pick up on your story. To help share the love, I would like to give a shout out to Wolf in the Wind, Jupiter's Tarot, CCU Tarot, Leo Lady Tarot, and It's Red Cam Tarot. And for those who are interested in historical and mythology stories, then my lifelong friend Simon, he's got his own channel over at the Floating Monastery. Now, all of these are reasonably new to YouTube, so please do consider checking them out and to help share the love. Okay, thank you.